I mean, I'm just gonna start this because why the hell not? Calm down, PS2. Calm the fuck down. I mean, if you guys can hear that, I somewhat apologise, but not really. I'll tear that down just a tad. That should be fine for you guys. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Oh, who would I play as? The annoying thing? Of course I'm gonna play as the bloody annoying thing. Oh, easy, normal, or hard. I'm a bitch, so normal. I've just gotta remember how to bloody well play. I have. Easy, fuck off. I'm not that much of a bitch. Like I say, let me know how audio levels are and stuff, because I can always adjust them. I really don't remember how to play this. Okay, I remember exactly how to play this. You'll watch me come fifth every time I was in, last every time on normal. Well, you know. I see you have faith in me. Oh wow, I actually hit him. Wrong bloody button. You definitely want to play this game now. Not this easy game to play, oh yeah. I mean, like I say, it's a better game than it has any right to be. And I've not really played much of 2. But, you know. See, this is the thing that I liked about ye olde console gaming. Was there was a stupidly popular song per se with the annoying thing. I can't remember the name of the bloody song or whatever, but you have that and then it's very quickly turned into a bloody video game. You know, this is back when developers could make up complete bollocks and do whatever the hell they want. Now it's, oh, I see that Battle Royales are trending. I have to make one of them. I mean, granted, this is technically a Mario Kart rip-off, but... That also reminds me, Sonic and All-Stars... Not Sonic and All-Stars Racing, Sonic Team Sonic Racing is out tomorrow, I think. But yeah, get used to that, because that's all you hear every time you start up these races. So how long is this game? There's 4 cups. Obviously the later cups get longer, obviously. But it should only be about 2.5 hours, 3 hours at max. Fuck, I forgot. He tells you to go right as well. Now, if this game got a remaster, I'd buy it immediately. Not gonna screw up the person who's in third. Fourth, sorry. So what have you two been up to then, whilst I've not been here? Probably besides something. Oh, I can skip it, never mind. Oh wow, I hit myself with that. What a way to go there, idiot. Okay, you bang into the walls to turn. I mean, when you're going like 200 miles an hour, I don't think I've ever used the brake when playing this game. I don't know what the brake button is. Also, don't look at the map either. I may not be in the lead by quite a lot. I keep forgetting how easy this is. Then again, I'm playing on normal. So I'm probably going to get copywritten heavily for this. Can't play Need for Speed Modern Warfare 2005 on PC. No. I didn't even know that they even made a Need for Speed Modern Warfare. And I know it means Most Wanted. I have actually been watching a guy play that. I would really like to play it. Speedrun it, sorry, on ESA. It's a lot of repetitive stuff over and over again just to face the bosses. Or the Blacklist 15 or whatever the hell you want to call them. Like, it's a lot of repetitive work. But, I mean, I won't mind playing it. Because I think besides Most Wanted, I think obviously Underground or Underground 2 is like the best Need for Speed game. Besides, like I say, Most Wanted 2005, because I'm pretty certain Most Wanted 2000, sorry, the remake of Most Wanted is like ass. Like, obviously it's good, but compared to the original, it's not good. Need Speed games. Perfumes, I want to Hot Pursuit. I'd love to, but obviously if I do not want to play them back to back, obviously. It's like the Lego games. Yeah, they're... Fuck, I forgot about that term. Like, yeah, they're gonna be very fun to play. Obviously, I don't know. I think the only Need for Speed game I've played is, I think, Hot Pursuit. Because I think it's the only one that you can buy in terms of the older, quote-unquote, Need for Speed games on Origin. I'm pretty certain you can't buy any of the others. Obviously I can only get them on console anyway, but I mean I won't be opposed to it. Oh, that's the laser. Fuck you, bit. I would love to. And I know the newer Need for Speed games, I think for me personally, the only thing that I sort of don't like about them is the cutscenes and stuff, which is all like live action crap. Which I know, again, Need for Speed has sort of had like live action cutscenes and whatever, but like not to the extent where I feel like I just do not want to play the game because of it, which is a weird thing to say, but yeah, the only Speed games. Well, like I say, I think the only one that I've ever played is Hot Pursuit. I may have played Underground or Most Wanted, I do not remember. But I know I've played at least 2 of them. Oh, you fucking tosser. Like I said, I would definitely love to give them a go. Because Because it's a shame, really. I don't know if you ever played it, but there was this thing called Need for Speed World years ago. I mean, it's pretty much dead by now, but I believe there's like a fan server or fan version that exists. But I used to play quite a bit of Need for Speed World. I did, and I really enjoyed it. I did. Play the 2015 one. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly like I say. Sweet Undercover's great too. I think that was the other one that I played as well. So I think I've played like 3 of them. I played World a little bit. Yeah, like I said, I played it for a bit. I sunk a few hours into it. Like I sunk a few hours into it, but I don't think I ever put like a shit ton of time into it. You felt right. Oh, the Most Wanted multiplayer. Like I said, I never played Most Wanted for its multiplayer. But like I say, playing Need for Speed World, even for a few hours, it was different for me back in the day. And this was back when I had just a generic laptop that didn't really, obviously it couldn't game on PC besides the really easy shit. And Need for Speed World just so happened to be one of those games that ran flawlessly. Because I mean, the type of game it is, I understand. And, you know, that's why I sunk some time into it. Because there wasn't much else that I could play, so I thought, no, I'll give this a go. Same. Yeah, like I say, it's... I wish I could play it again, but as far as I'm aware, like I say, it doesn't exist. Enter my name. There you go. You can now have a name in my PS2 memory card. Remind me to destroy it later. Should have wrote BAP. Oh no, I'm way ahead of you, I will do. I've unlocked the Funny Cup. I've unlocked the Gutter Arena. Or Sex. Or ANL. For anal, obviously. Oh, I semi-hate this race. Mom, because these fans are fucking annoying. Oh, frame rate. Oh yeah, that's a cow, by the way. Fuck, I do not remember this map. My 28 megabyte memory card. This is the PS1 I would like to carry it with if you didn't have one. Yep. I think I've got like 4 of them. Because obviously I own so many games, I can't have all the save files on a single memory stick. But again, that was the whole charm of... I mean, it was annoying, but like, that was the charm of old gaming. You know, like obviously NES and stuff, you had to beat the game in one sitting. There was no continues. I mean, Zelda and some games did have it, but obviously for stuff like Mario and stuff, it was all just beat the game in one sitting. I think they did include it with Mario Brothers 3. Or Super Mario Brothers 3, so it wasn't too much of an issue. But obviously as it went on later and you needed memory cards and stuff, you know, for like PS1 games, like imagine playing Final Fantasy without a bloody memory card. Fuck that. Oh hey Cynical, how are you? honest, I like the frame rate for you guys is like 2 FPS. How have you been? Boss ultimate. Oh, thanks, man. That reminds me, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is out next month, I think. Which means I really want to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. The games are good. Second one, I remember actually, if anyone knows of, obviously, Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, I remember playing the first game, really enjoyed it, and then when I played the second game, because it was pretty much the Civil War storyline, where you had to pick a side, you either picked Iron Man's side or you picked Captain America's side. I remember as a kid, because I was an idiot and obviously I didn't read up on comics and stuff, I remember playing that game and thinking, oh, this game's shit, why would I want to pick and choose who I want to play with or against? Like, this game's terrible. Years later I found out it was based off of the series of comics. But I'll be back soon. Kiddo Daniel, I'll still be here. Yes. Comments. Yeah. Still need to watch bloody Endgame. I think I'm gonna watch it sometime this week or next week with my father, because he's just watched Infinity War. That's gonna blow me up, isn't it? Yep. Oh, hey, 123. How are you? Oh, say this, you can't tell my story. Oh, well, yeah. Like I said, I probably will be getting it. I will. I'll probably definitely get that next month. I think it's next month, it's July. I think it's July. I don't think there's anything coming out in July that I care about. So like I said, I will definitely be getting that. Because next month is Mario Maker 2, which I want to get. Well, I am getting it for my birthday, but it doesn't come out until the 28th, so whatever. And then Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. And that's the other game that's coming out that I want to play. Good, how am I? I'm doing very well, thanks for asking. Oh, that makes sense. No, that's fine, you know. Not everyone can buy every video game known to man. Well, thank you, Cynical. It's June 11th, so if you want to turn up, you know, just turn up, wish me some wishes, and even if you piss off or something, I'd appreciate it. You know what you find funny? What? That his ass is hanging out and I'm probably going to get banned on Twitch because of it. I mean, in all honesty, if I did get banned for a week on Twitch because I played this game because there's a frog with his ass hanging out, I'd take it. I won't care. Can't do that. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to get copywritten up the wazoo. If I'm going to say what this question message on my Switch the past couple of weeks. Well, thank you, 123. I very much appreciate that. Oh balls, where am I going? Way off the map, that's where I'm bloody well going. Yes, let me turn next day. some mature guy. Well, you know. Fucking Christ, these tight turns. Fuck you, Grim, you prick. Yeah, actually short. Now why not? I mean, I do from, you know, the odd time to time. I mean, I work. I don't like talking and stuff. But that's a nuke. Because yeah, I remember it was obviously like 2 weeks ago. He hosted me, or raided me I should say, and then you came along saying, oh, I'm just doing some revising and stuff, I'm just gonna have you on the background. You know, someone was hosting you, I thought I'd come along, and here you are. You posh git. Oh, that's the laser, get away from me, laser. Fucking hate that thing. Get back on the PC now. No. Fuck you, cow. Well, you know, it's weird how Twitch works, and that's exactly how it works. You can have someone like me right now playing this game. Oh god, I broke whatever. You know, playing this game, and all of a sudden, like 10,000 people could be here, like for no particular reason, but just because say no one's ever streamed this game. You just have people chomping at the bit, waiting for someone stupid enough to play it, and then I turn up and the next thing you know, whoomp. You know, that's why I hate people watching tutorials or reading guides on the internet of how to become a streamer and stuff. It's just not how that works. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I am a streamer. You know, I get a fairly, you know, I got a lot of regulars who turn up, you know, as far as I'm concerned. I'm a streamer. But a lot of people look at it and they go, why aren't I making 200 grand a minute? Well, hey man, how you doing? I'm Midget Warrior, and I'm playing a very strange racing game based on a naked frog. Came across this movie and stuck around. Thanks, man. See, there's something about me. I mean, I don't want to tell you the reason why you guys have stayed. It's all mine. No, I was about to say something weird then, but no. It's basically because I have superpowers, and I've mind fucked you all into loving me. Please turn, thank you. Is there not a power slide button? No! What do you think this is, Tom? Need for Speed? Fuck off. My magnetic personality, thank you. I'm the first non-streamer. Well, non-speedrun streamer that you really watch. Thanks, man. Like I say, I mean, no, I really appreciate it. And you know, if you fucked off and never turned up, your life, you do whatever the hell you want. If you don't want to watch me, don't watch me. If you want to watch me, watch me. You know? I'm not going to force people to stay here. Which is now the point where everyone leaves and I cry, but yeah, no, there isn't a power slide button. At least not as far as I'm aware. I mean, I can brake, but power slide, no. Is that control his own speed? Yeah. I think I'll find your house and murder your cat. I mean, oh, I was right at the bloody end as well. If I'd have went forward, I'd have made it up. Also, I called that guy who's wearing the red hoodie Grim, but his name's not Grim. It's the purple guy. But I say, you know, like if people want to sit here and do this, you know. Did this come up before Mario Kart? No! Mario Kart's been a thing since the SNES back in the 90s. So... no. These sound effects. I know, right? Why can I not do that? Oh yeah. Why I like Crazy Frog. Also, that's another emote I can have. Like if I have Midget Crazy, I can just have an image of the Crazy Frog. Or the Annoying Thing. That's his actual name. The Annoying Thing. But this game is only 29% on Metacritic. Who reviewed this game? I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna string him up. Is it this? Nope, that's the Mega Bomb. That's the laser. Is it this? Nope, that's Shield. Never mind. I don't need a bloody shield, but whatever. The Mega Booty Shake Party. Oh, I'll win them all. You gotta be kidding me. They actually put Collision. Who would review this game at 29%? Like, yeah, okay, it's not the best game ever made, but it's a pretty fun game. You know, whilst there's not a lot of content, besides like split screen co-op and stuff. Mostly truly awful video games usually throw up some kind of content related plus point to touch upon by way of light relief to the flow of Dirge. But sadly, the only content plus point evident in Crazy Frog Race is that there isn't much on offer and it's all over so blessedly quickly. But yeah, like I say, there's nothing. There's 4 cups, like some weird ass arena thing, and then, like I say, split screen. So it has 12 races, 12 courses, that's it. People think I'm some booty sexy. Well, thank you. I mean, I'll take that. Why is my car invisible? If you go on YouTube 123 and search up Crazy Frog, and then you should probably find the song. Actually, better yet, I can do it. Now that I have this 2PC thing, I can find it and I can link it to you. There you go. That's why it's invisible. Because in the music video, he rides an invisible motorbike. Unless I haven't got any issues with that. Nope, I fixed it all. I fixed everything. Probably one is character booty. He does also have a penis, but I believe it's censored. Because I have the CD to the song. I do. And like I say, I'm pretty certain on the front of it, he's censored down there. And again, this is like what? When did this come out? This game came out in like 2005. So, circa 2005, we had a naked frog riding an invisible motorbike being chased by some guy, we do not know why, just going brim bim 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 throughout the entire song, and he has a penis. Thank you, 2005. Bottom, not top. What did I say? Top. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Yeah, if I said bottom, ignore me. What the hell is this music video? It's 2005 English crap. Do not ask me. But I was what? 7 or 8 when it came out, so obviously, as you can tell, you can clearly tell how long I've owned this bloody game for. 14 years. I mean, I probably didn't buy it day one, but you're looking at around 13, 14 years I've owned this bloody game. You love the song as a kid, this music video was weird. Well, you know. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going right, that's where. Wow. Oh yeah. Like I say, just blame England for that one. I'd understand. Like, if we just wanted to take over the world, we could have just played that song all over. And everyone would have just submitted to us. Just through sheer stupidity of, what the hell is it? Like, this country could blow my eardrums out with this shit. Like I say, that's why he has no vehicle. Because in the music video, he just has no vehicle. Okay. Also, I'm still really glad that it looks like it's running at like 2 FPS for you guys, because for me it looks like it's running really fine. But I know that that is its true frame rate. Which is up to me, it was really smooth. Not much I can do about that. I've seen you cannot unsee. But like I said, if I still had the bloody CD to the song on me, I would show. I think I actually might have it. I think I know where it is. But if I do have it, I'm pretty certain on the cover it just has him standing there with his dick out, but it's censored. I might have the CD. I know I do for a fact. I just don't remember where it is. I also have the bloody soundtrack to Stubbs the Zombie. Of all bloody things. Which is just a video game in which you play as a zombie, trying to go after a woman who looks really beautiful by killing everyone in your way. It's a really stupidly fun video game, I really like it. And again, this is back in the day of when video game companies pretty much made whatever bullshit they wanted to make. Like, instead of killing zombies, why don't we be the zombie? And why don't we have the zombie wanna fuck this woman? Like I said, I'd love to play that sometime. Only problem is it's on Xbox, and as far as I'm aware it's not backwards compatible with 360. I'm glad I didn't fall through the bloody floor again. This was really easy. Yeah. I mean, I'm only on normal, but even on hard, I'm fairly certain once you get ahead of the pack, you just keep dropping those mines, and they pretty much never miss them. Now Daniel can be forever immortalised in my memory card. I've been going for almost an hour and I'm halfway through. Yep. I'm halfway through and I'm 50 minutes in. Oh, Grim's here. Game over, I should be forever in my memory card. Yeah, I know that. I love you so much. Oh really? How? What's your affection towards me? You'll be forever immortalized in my memory card. You need to get laid more. You're my wife. You still need to get laid more. Oh, you fucking wanker. I'm not catching over for you. Oh, don't do the over 9,000 meme. You could do better than that 123. Or Dave. You can do better than that. But also notice we're on tournament 3, and if you couldn't tell already, it's using the same layout. Because what they did is, as far as I'm aware, they built like just one. Obviously, they just built the world and they just covered it in tracks and connected them together. And then after a while, you start noticing that you revisit a lot of the same locations. Again, 2005. What a wonderful year for video games. confused. Okay. Oh, so this track is not that good. When I mean track, I mean the song. That's why I don't listen to all of this type of music. Either that or my disc is fucked. One of the two. So how are the audio levels? 1, 2, 3. If you don't mind, let me know. Just so I know I have them correctly set up. Sounds good. Okay. Because I still want to sort of set up Voice Me to Banana. I do. Because then that way I can have all the game audio come to me, and then obviously to you guys, so we can hear the exact same thing. And then also with the microphone level as well, that can be sent to me and you. So I can probably adjust as and when it needs to be adjusted. I can only look at the audio levels on there. Also, do you have any more exams? Or are you done? Oh no, of course you won't be. June's next month and July's the next month. But also, Tom, do you have any more exams? I mean, I'd say yes, because see, you still want to revise and stuff, but if so, what exams do you have? Also, the soundtrack is completely just fucked off. You're done for the summer? Oh, nice. So you can just sit back and relax then. And sip your tea like this. I mean, I can't do it because this is too heavy, but yeah, 1 in a month. It's an extra qualification. Ah, okay. So at least it is a month away, Tom, so you've still got some time to slowly put revision in, but like, you'll be fine. For the most part, got a bunch of stuff to do. Oh, okay. You fucked up in your maths like you should got codes to feel the teacher, really? How would they even know? Unless if it's mock, then I guess they would know. Could you fuck off? Oh, okay. Well then, obviously what you should do is, Tom, sit down with the teacher and go through, say, one lunchtime or something, what you did, what happened. Maybe they can help you through your thought process of where you went wrong, and if it's a simple error, or if it's something you know you need to work on. Obviously, try and do that, because obviously the teacher will probably help you with that, but you know, I mean, I can only speak from my teachers and stuff, and they was the same. I mean, they didn't, you know, call you out or anything, but you know, if you sat down with them at lunchtime or something, you know exactly what you did wrong. You just forgot. Oh, okay. I mean, granted, my maths teacher would probably say the same thing. I mean, he wouldn't call me out and call me stupid, but he'd probably, like, pass it down and be like a little written something on the paper or something, like, really? And then he'd like give you this glance, and it's like, oh, fucked up. I liked him though. Strange Man. He had a pretty large, well not a large collection, but he had a lot of weird ties. He did. So obviously, whenever people want to like give out presents and stuff to their favourite teachers and whatever, you knew to find the wackiest tie you could find and give it him. I miss school. I want to go back. I mean, I'm not going to be able to read that paragraph. Give me a moment. I knew to break it. Over the summer, while not focused on the schoolwork, you're working on a game and you're doing significant progress on. D&D campaign, something cool, but you've been so busy, you haven't, so you're gonna get on that. Nice. So when you mean the game thing, do you mean you want to make a video game? If you do, I'm sorry. It's a lot of hard work, but I mean, it's nice, it's good. Like, I've had an idea a few years ago, and it's still an idea I've got in my head, and I've written it down of what happens when, where, and what type of game it is. But I don't exactly have the balls or stupid shit to even begin any of that shit, because the bit, like, okay, I could do all the coding and obviously all the storyboarding and all that kind of shit easy. But when it comes to the graphics and design and stuff, that's when it's just all goes tits up. Because even though I'd want to make it like a 2D side-scroller, it's still obviously making those environments and stuff of the story you want to tell. Even though, yes, it's a 2D side-scroller, who's going to give a shit, but, you know, might give a shit. Well, yeah, like I said, that's all you can do, really, Tom. And I actually admire that from you. Because obviously, I mean, granted, where you are and what you're doing, obviously it sort of comes with the territory. But even then, like, some people who I knew in sixth form and whatever, they was never that caring of what they were doing. Like, if they didn't pass something like mock and stuff, they didn't give a shit. It was just We're doing level design and programming. The engine coding is pretty much doing basic stuff. Nice. So what type of game is it going to be? 3D, 2D, Contra, Mega Man, Dark Souls? Is it going to be a flash game or a paid game? Or both? 3D platform and Metroidvania. Okay. Oh, 420! Never mind. I mean, in a certain aspect, the 2D platform and Metroidvania sort of type games are technically easy to make because it is just map, enemies, bosses, and items. Like, it's not hard to think of one and put one together, but it's effectively, well, it's putting one together efficiently that makes it fun for the player. Yeah, like I say, it's because it has a lot of basic aspects we know goes into one, so it's technically not hard to make, you know, with the whole ideas and stuff, but again, it still comes down to putting one efficiently together that is fun to play from beginning to end and also rewards players for exploring with new items and finding like mini upgrades or upgrades throughout the location that you're building, and that the enemies are still fun to fight and not just, oh, I killed you in half a second because you can't see my attack because it's so quick, haha, difficulty sort of thing. Oh, good. Working demo. You could always ask me, I can find a way to break games. I can break games. I can. I've broken many games. Okay, well there you go then. Yeah, seriously, I could think of breaking it. It won't be that hard. Actually, it would be very hard, because technically making 2D games you shouldn't be able to break. The only thing that, obviously depending on the game you make and the kind of stuff that's offered on the table, I can then think of ways to break stuff, of how you could brute force your way through it, or maybe try and accidentally use a skill or ability or something near something that would put you somewhere, but like I say, it's just trial and error pretty much. You broke Python. You broke what? The hell is Python? This game's supposed to be sequence breakable and all. Really? So you could say, do something in the 3/4 of the game instead of what's at the beginning. Okay. That makes it technically harder to break, because you can do things to break it, but if it's not intended, but it's known that it can happen and it's sort of what you was going for, then breaking stuff becomes harder in terms of finding glitches and things that you want to patch out. It's like, fuck, I forgot the name of it, Time Spinner. When I played that game last year, whenever it was. Like, I played the game day one, loved it, very good game. And I didn't even know, but the guy updated it in. That there's an actual ending to the game. Like, when you beat the final boss, there's an actual, like, true ending you can go for. But because some people didn't know that that was a thing and he found that out, he then updated it in and put, like, just a dot on the map. So when people are playing it, they go, huh, what's that dot on the map suddenly appeared for? And then you get the true ending. Hello world. Amazing. Hello world isn't that hard. Python's a coding language. I've never heard of Python. I have never heard of Python. I've only ever used, I think, a small amount of C++ and whatever the Google variant is. Because Google, I believe it's Google, has like a software program for programming and stuff. Like I said, I think it's Google. Probably isn't. And that's the only other coding language that I've worked on. The way the idea that you'd be really hard. I mean, that would make sense. Sort of like the PLKD rounds for Metroid. Oh, okay. Okay, so these are really powerful. Like I said, I've never heard of Python. I haven't. Like I said, I only know of like C++. I think C# as well is another coding language. Then there's another one, I do not remember it, like I say, but that's the one that I primarily used. But coding is hard because it is like learning. But I made it. It is obviously like learning another language, but I find learning coding as a language far easier than like an actual human language. Because everything works in logic, which obviously makes sense. It's logic. It's something goes in, something must come out, sort of thing. If it doesn't, something is wrong in the middle of it, and it needs to be fixed. So you know, it's much easier to learn, but, you know, and then you sort of don't have all these specific ways in which languages speak. Like, for example, obviously the way English is spoken, and when you speak other languages, there are certain words and phrases you say before. So obviously if you directly translated it into English, then it wouldn't make sense, but obviously in another language it makes perfect sense, because I almost fell through the map. But, I only know a very small amount of French. Unless I won't mind learning or coding again. It's pretty fun. You'd recommend Python? Like I say, anything would be doable. Very beginner friendly. Well, yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, C++, you can get someone who's never coded before in their life, they could pick up C++ and find it very easy to work with. Wow, I've just completely stopped everyone in their tracks. Everyone doing something in C++, really? Even if you just write print hello world and doing push program done, really? Well, that's the thing though, is obviously if you want to write text and stuff, obviously like hello world, by, I assume, obviously writing print, the program knows, oh, print is the language for text, sort of thing. So, obviously you write print, hi everybody, and then it prints that into text. Oh, hello JChalk, and also thank you very much for the raid, I appreciate it. You've come at a very weird time. You've come at a very weird time. Playing Crazy Frog Racer. Anyway, how are you doing, and also, how's everyone doing from JChalk's stream? I hope he's treated you well. But yeah, I'm just playing some Crazy Frog Racer for now. I'm not sure what I'll do slightly later before I finish, you know, as I wrap up. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Here we go. Willkommen. How do you do? Oh, balls. Which one was that it interprets line by line so you know where you went wrong and that even shows up as different colours? Really? Well, that would be very useful for like debugging and stuff. That would. That'd be very useful for debugging. How are you, JChalk? That came off slightly passive aggressive, but are we talking Python? Yep. It's very simple and readable, but also powerful. Well, like I say, obviously, I've never heard of Python in my life. I haven't. I've never heard of Python. Oh! You know, the first hello world program thing. Oh, nice. So like I say, we never worked in Python. How old is Python, actually? Oh, no. Let's say, how old is it? So if you said like 2 years, then 1989. Oh, never mind. It's a little longer than 2 years. 30 years. That's almost as old as the internet itself, isn't it? Oh no, actually the internet's younger than that. Oh. 2 years ago. Or was it? I keep forgetting it's 1991. The latest major version, Python 3 was 2008. Oh wow. Must be a good program then if it hasn't been updated in 9 years. 2019 clearly can't count. Oh, piss off! Oh yeah, okay. But a major release was 9 years ago. Then again, a lot of programs normally have like minor increases and stuff. The neat thing is that the version is mostly compatible version. You can write code in 3.2 and 3.6. I still need to take this term. I don't know why I keep thinking it's live. With few exceptions. Like I say, I understand code, but I've never heard of Python. We never even talked about Python in computing years ago. And we never, I'm fairly certain Python never came up. But if it's supposed to be that old, like even just making mention that it exists would be nice. I was doing good. Have I picked out a game yet? Oh no, I haven't. Because I've been slightly busier fixing the streaming PC. So I can play games like Witcher and Deus Ex on my main PC to the left, and then stream and offload all the resources onto my streaming PC to the right. I only just managed to get that fixed today, but if I do some speedrunning stuff, I'm thinking no Lego games, because I beat Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, in like 20 hours. The speedrun for that game is 24. So I'm never gonna speedrun that game. Then again, you have to break that game to speedrun it. Like Cuphead or Super Metroid. I mean, I'd love to. I definitely love to. I mean, I don't know Cuphead, so I can't. But Super Metroid, obviously, I could. I mean, the speedrun would go extremely poorly. It would. Like, I'd just be sitting here going, Jay, where are you? I don't know how to press start. How'd you press start? Yeah, like I say, some games that I'll look into is like Maximo. I know no one speedruns that, but I'll at least look into it. Because obviously it's a game I enjoy. I mean, Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario 64 are also games that you don't really want to do because obviously it's oversaturated. But because it's oversaturated, you can find tips and tricks with pretty much anyone. And like I say, because they're games I really enjoy. And I know I said I don't want to break Sunshine, but I'll try 64 first. Because like I say, there are some speedrun things that I do in that game already for like 120 star, because it is pretty much just play the game as fast as possible. There isn't really a lot of glitches from what I remember for 120 star. There's some here or there that I remember, or like some shortcuts to take and whatever to bypass some levels, but otherwise it's just run-of-the-mill beat it. Personally recommend it on for NES. I still don't own it. Like I've said to you 1, 2, 3, if I do play that game, just play it, never mind speedrun it. I want an NES, and I want to own that game, and I want to add it to my collection of stuff just behind over there. I want to add it to that collection, and then like I say, when people turn up and go, oh, what games do you... Little Mermaid? How the hell do you own this? Because like I own Hello Kitty on PS2, for Christ's sake. It's a legitimately decent game. Because of the guy who beat Dead Rising 1. You mean one's ending without killing any zombies? Oh yeah, you don't have to. If you just play the main story. And even then, by just playing the main story, you like obviously you just need to just read the story. I can't remember what the story entails, but you don't need to save any survivors. S endings, killing all the side bosses too. Oh, you meant one S ending, not one's ending. Okay, it's killing all the side bosses. But if you don't need to save anyone, then it's a lot easier than you think. But if you need to save everyone, then with doing it without killing zombies is going to be extremely hard. You have to save everyone. Oh yeah, fuck that then. The NES and SNES Disney games are really hard, I can imagine. And even then, I should just really play Dead Rising. I was about to say fucking Dead Island. Calm down, PS2. Final Cup. This will probably take about half an hour. You can't get it forces you to kill the ones grabbing you. Well, yeah, like I say, I know of how the game works, but and I know how it would be possible. Well, no, I don't know how it would be possible to do it. I would need to see it, but I would know sort of what happens when it happens, so what you need to avoid. No! Come here, Grim, you shit. Anyway, so how have you been doing then, J-Chop? Really want to tell me. This is what makes it really hard. No, that's the easy part. That's the easy part. Because obviously if you wanted to do any percent without killing zombies, you would quite literally just play the game, wait for 3 days, and then beat the game. Fuck! Why the hell did that hit me? Oh, no, wrong one. Oh, balls. I mean, I guess that works. No! I knew that was gonna happen. Go! That was close. I forgot about that. I forgot about that at the end of the game. I forgot about that bloody chase sequence at the end of the game. I will not let that cow beat me. Not once. Sorry, mister. You want an asshole? Sorry, I play on normal difficulty. I played Batman on the hardest bloody difficulty and I find that too easy. I played Darksiders on the hardest difficulty. I find it too easy. There are games that I just cannot find difficulty in anymore. Batman's just spamming one button. If you really want to break it down, yes. But if you play it like I play it, where you're trying to maximize your combos using as many gadgets and moves as you can in one long combo, it is not as easy, especially when the game doesn't tell you when an enemy is attacking. So if you're not concentrating very well, the game will rip you a new arsehole. Like, I was playing it today for no particular reason. I just had it installed and I thought, oh fuck it, I'll play this about an hour. So I was doing some of the challenge missions and I pretty much just beat them straight away. But I don't really think any other game comes to mind that I can only play on hard. Like I say, only Darksiders and Batman comes to mind. And even then you can't spam one button in Batman, because you come across enemies with shields and stuff. At least in Arkham City and Arkham Knight, and I don't think Arkham Origins actually. Oh wow, am I gonna lap this guy? The answer is yes. Yes, I did lap him. Better than this one. Let's attack the game. Really? Why not? If I may ask. Wait, which newest one? Darksiders or Batman? If you mean Darksiders, I don't blame you. Batman. Oh, why not? I mean, obviously I love Batman, I love DC, I love the Arkham games. But I'm actually intrigued, why? You never know, you might mention something and I'll go, oh yeah, so. You can go into it really. Oh, that's fine. I will admit, like, my only complaint about the game isn't the fact that the Batmobile is overused, which, I mean, it is, but my complaint with Arkham Knight is that you get the Batmobile so quickly. Like, you press the start button, you play as a cop, everything goes... No, you don't. You kill Joker, which is another reason why I don't like that game, forcing me to hold a button to cremate Joker. What kind of sick, twisted bastard came up with that? And then afterwards you watch a cop, and then you watch a cutscene, then Batman. Oh no, cop is then now crashed. Help me, Batman. And then in comes Batmobile. You felt too OP. If you mean the Batmobile, yes. I don't know anyone who's ever died whilst in the Batmobile. But as Batman, again, even on the hardest difficulty, you don't... Okay, if you get shot, you can die in like 1 second. In terms of combat and stuff, there's a lot of leeway when being hit and taking damage. And especially in Arkham Knight, where there's so many new abilities and stuff. Like, I think it was only in Arkham Knight where if you press R1, which is obviously the crouch button, and then if you do R1 and X, obviously it take down. But if you do R1 and circle, which is obviously the cape, when someone's on the ground, if you do R1 and circle, you pick them up and you beat them down. Which just means you can have your combo go on forever, which is good, it's nice, you know, it doesn't break the flow of combat, but there are just so many moves that, like I say, put it in the right hands and you can break that game. I think actually what I might do after I've beaten this, because I mean, by the time I beat this it will be about 8:30, it won't even be 8:30 actually, 8:30, 6:30. But I say probably once I've done this I'll probably do the testing and stuff. I think this is the final lap, or final race. I actually do not know. Oh, you dick. What do I think of Mordhau? It looks very interesting. And obviously, you know, now with this whole streaming PC lock, it's definitely a game I can look into playing. For the first time in my life, I mean, besides, you know, ever since I started streaming, I should say. You dick. But, yeah, like I say, it was definitely something I'll look into. I want to look into it a little... Fuck! I want to look into it a little more. Yeah, I should probably look into that and probably buy it. Chivalry, right? Yeah, I really enjoyed Chivalry. Granted, I got into it way too late. You know, this was way after the game was out and the player base was sort of dead. But what I did play of it, it was very fun. And like I say, I looked up, not long after I played it, I looked up, you know, other games like Chivalry and whatever, and Mordhau's name came up. But obviously at the time it was like very early ideas, sort of, this is the type of game we want to make, here's some sort of screenshots and whatever, and that was about it. And so I thought, fuck man, I really wanted to play this game. And the next thing you know, the game's out. Like, I had completely forgotten it for a few years. So yeah, I definitely look into it. For using the secondary dagger rather than actual sword, to be honest. Yeah, I mean the sword, whilst obviously it did, I believe, deal slightly more damage, obviously. The dagger, because it... The thing is, because there was no, like, defense stats or anything with what weapons and shields you use, there was no reason to not use, like, the short, fast weapons, because if you can block every attack and then you just jab, you know, it made more sense that you can get more hits in and quicker rather than trying to cleave someone's head off in about 5 seconds whilst you swing around this claymore. Much more damage. But yeah, like I say, it's just then the matter of the fact that, as far as I'm aware, there was no damage, well, sorry, defense difference between using shields and swords and stuff. I mean, obviously the only difference would have been if you had a shield, like you could block arrows. Like, that would have been the only difference. You should get stuck in a cycle of block counter, gets block counter. Yeah. There was no... I mean, this is the wrong term. I mean, it's sort of right, though. There was no skill, or there was no skill to it. Don't you... There wasn't. Because as soon as you learned how to, like, right-click and block, there was nothing you could do besides just gang up on people. Buttons were less crucial, too harder to block too. Well, yeah, like I say, because you can attack much quicker and faster. You don't deal as much damage, but you can get more damage in quicker. Whereas, like I said, obviously with the claymore, one hit to the head is probably just dead anyway. But like I say, because there was like no major differences in why you'd want to pick anything besides a soldier or a guy with a bow and arrow, was either because you wanted to be at range or you wanted to be close quarters. So it's not to think that people would end up just spamming instead of reading it and get you killed. Yep. Oh no, this is probably the final one. Actually, is the special cup just the 3 cups back to back? Because if it is, we're going to be here for an hour and a half. Like, I'm going to be here for a while. Give me a moment. This, ladies and gents, is why we have manuals. Yeah, I think this is just... Yep, I think it is just the laps all over, well, the races all over again. Well, shit. Like I said, we're going to be here for about an hour and a half. Which pretty much means buckle up, get some popcorn, go pee. I'm gonna be here for a while. Well, I probably can assume I can fall out of there. Oh, me back. Yeah, I think Special Cup is just all 9 races again. 12, sorry. Me no count. Me no maths. I don't know what 4 times 3 is. I said 9. You're the math genius, Tom. What's 4 times 3? 13? Ah, I thought so. I don't know why I said 9 or 12. You fucker. Every game makes you want to... Wait, this game makes me want to my head off my shoulders. This game is also making you lose English. No, I'm not doing well, I mean... Fuck off! Nowhere fucking near him. Fucking Christ. I'm not gonna win this, am I? I keep cocking up. Classical. He is a toffee-nosed twat. I knew it. There's some Beethoven for you. Tom, no pay attention. What? Fucking invisible wall bullshit. Now that's how you clutch a win. Well, you know. Yeah, but you know what the best thing is, Tom? He's not even English. And he's making me look like a schlub. I mean, I am a schlub, but, you know. I'm an English schlub. I want to be pompous and up myself. And be, oh darling. What the fuck is a schlub? You've never heard anyone call themselves a schlub. I'm pretty certain it's not an English term, but I don't know. I've only ever called myself... I'm pretty certain I know no one who's ever used the term schlub. No, I have actually. James Willems of Funhouse fame, he once called him and his friend schlubs. I think it means like the worst kind of people, like sort of ugly, none of these kind of people, like someone compared to us schlubs, like we're the bottom of the barrel kind of thing. So you then, yep, you're a schlub. I really like you guys. I'm even doing the white guy dance while sitting down. Do some dad dancing. No, I can do the giraffe. I can. Like 3 people will get that reference. And when I mean 3 people, I mean a few thousand people, but you know. Don't do that again. Watch the giraffe. Or the drunk giraffe, I believe. Or you can do the shopping cart. You can do the shopping cart if you want. Or you can do the widest white guy dance where you tap your feet together and just go. Sort of thing. I'm a white guy. I know how to dance the worst. White guys have no rhythm. I mean, a lot of them do, but I'm like the widest white guy. And I know I'm the widest white guy because obviously 1, can't dance, 2, dress sense is out the bloody window, and 3, can't even grow facial hair. Like, can't even grow facial hair. Like, for me personally, the thing that I hate the most about white guys is when you have white guys who can't grow facial hair, but they try so hard and they keep like their really shit like molester mustache on their face, and it's like, just get rid of that, dude. Because otherwise I'm going to take my kid away from you and I'm going to report you to the police. Yeah, in the shopping cart from something you don't know what. I only know it from Summit Wanji, Stepdad Wanji I should say. Thank you. Kind of happy to be a percussionist for you. Which means you got something. Are you sure this game is good? Yeah, why? Okay, I'm sent on Metacritic. I mean, no. This game's only good to me. Because I like boring, monotonous games. Anyway, how are you, Ammo? How do you do? Next one is the last race of the second lap. Like blowing monotonous games, you should collect more blue mini kits. Don't need to. None of the rest of the LEGO games have blue mini kits. Who the hell are those other races? The Sentry, the big red ogre looking thing, is from the music video. And the rest of the characters, I believe, were just added in for variety. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. Said wee. Yeah. Wee. I mean, it is the annoying thing. He only knows how to speak in no languages at all. I'm only going to stop in 30 minutes because I have shit to do. And here you are, half an hour past that point. Oh my god! Collecting video games is fun. Because you like me too much, 1, 2, 3. Or you like the game more. I don't know which. Oh boy. This game ain't got no 20%. Why did they bother with the sequel? Because I actually don't know when the second game came out. I want to say it was like a year or two later. But remember, Ammo, this was back in the day where developers could pretty much make whatever the hell they want. Excuse me, whatever the hell they wanted. So if the dev team behind the first game wanted to make a sequel, there was nothing stopping them. Or it came out like 5 days after this. I don't know. Okie doke. Well, thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. No problem, like I say. Thank you for coming along. Take care. And probably see you tomorrow, or whenever. Cheerio, toodle pip. So the real question is whether we'll make a third one. Because the second one probably bombed even harder than the first one. I mean, it had slightly more content, but it wasn't good content. Partly the reason why I never bought it when it came out. And also because I thought it was just a shitty mini-game thing. Well, that's Cup 2 done. Wow, I'm about 2 minutes faster. Yep, now we're on the final cup, so we've only got 4 more races. No, turn around. For your birthday. I'll have you know, I've owned this game for many a years. It came out in 2005. I must have owned it for about 13 years. 14 would be a bit of a push. I don't think I wrote it when it came out. I might have done, but at least 13 years. 12 would be the very latest that I would have had this for. And then obviously 13 I'm fairly certain, but 14 I might have gotten this when it came out. Because as you might have thought... Yep, I hate AI who can take turns like that. Idiot. Like I say, in all honesty, yes, granted, this is not the best game to ever exist, but it's 2019, and for anyone who has a PS2, if you somehow looked at this and gone, I won't mind playing this, if you're in the UK, you could probably pick this up for like £1. So, I don't know if it was ever sold in the rest of the world, but at least in the UK, you could probably pick it up for £1. So, let's do something else. Are there actually any other maps? I explained this earlier, but obviously you wasn't here. What I assume the developers did is obviously they made a world, obviously with all its background and stuff, and then what they did is they just made tracks in the one map, and then what they do is, or what they did is I should say, is they just blocked off and forced you to go specific ways, and then called it done, called it a game. But yes, you do visit a lot of the same locations. So yes, it's the same map, technically. If you play the first... if you play the first cup, it's all very different. You do see similar locations, but it's all very different. And then I think from the second cup onwards, you do start seeing a lot of repeated locations. And especially in the third cup, it is literally just repeated locations. Well, yeah, it saves a nice shit ton of development time when you think about it. Just making twists and turns, racing it, make sure it all works. And then, like, just slapping together, like, these blocks and stuff and making them act as walls. And you also have to think of it from the point of view that the developers who made this may have been their very first game that they ever made. So to obviously save on time and money, mostly, is like I say, just make one giant world, cram it with loops and stuff, but force the player to go specific ways for each map, well, for each course. The music's also a little obnoxious, but whatever. Three more races. Just 3 more to go. And then we go. This masterpiece. Tom's already made that joke, but I do not know. And obviously, again, Super Mario Kart exists in like 93, I think, 92, 93. Or 88, I really do not know. Screen it takes up. Oh, the thing on the right hand side. Yeah. I'm not gonna risk it. My favorite racing game, oh god no. I mean, yeah, granted, I'm biased because I've played this obviously over the years from being, what, like 7 or 8? I'm bloody 21, so I've played it quite a few times over the years, so I mean, I find it to be pretty good. I'm biased, I know it's not good. It's mediocre, but my favourite racing game, probably, I want to say Mario Kart 8, just because of how fluid that game is. But I also want to say Mario Kart Double Dash, because that is the one racing game. No, Burnout Paradise. I'm going to tell a lie. Burnout Paradise. There's not much of a game there besides do the same like 4 things over and over again. But damn, do I like that game. Oh, hey random, how are you? How do you do? And no, like I say, I'm not lying, like I say, this game is very mediocre. I do enjoy it, I am biased, but like I say, I'd want to say with fluidity would be Mario Kart 8, or obviously Mario Kart Double Dash, and then the actual racing game that I do like is Burnout Paradise. Or Burnout... Fuck, which one is it? What the hell do I have Burnout on? Apparently I don't own a Burnout game. Burnout Revenge on PS2. Burnout Revenge is probably the other one. Or Burnout 3 Takedown. You're good? Nice. Me? Doing very well. I'm playing this mediocre game. I'm enjoying it. Even though I've already done these races and I've got to do them again. I was never good at this when I was a kid. Like I was always within the... Like you look at this now, you look like this is really easy because the AI is stupid. But when I was a kid, I was always in the middle of the pack, being shit on. Yeah. So I had something to do till about 4. So I came on at round 4 and I was playing this. I will have this done very soon. So I think this is race 2. Oh wow, I bunked up the building. I think this is race 2 of 4 for the final course. Then after that, I should say, we'll do some PC playing, gaming and stuff. Because I finally got the streaming PC working. I did. Finally got audio. And like I say, it wasn't my fault why there was no audio. What do the coin things do? The things on the left hand side, these things, are your, not power-ups, but the items you can use. And you have to pick up coins, and you spend coins to buy an item to use it. So like right now, if I wanted to use the ultimate Mega Bomb, I would need to collect enough coins, scroll up to it, press it and use the Mega Bomb. Or if I wanted to spend less coins, and say use a boost and then use say a mine or something, I could do. So it's not all RNG. Yeah, that was lap 2. So they're not all RNG. You just pick up coins, buy whatever you think you need at that moment, and use it. But pretty much never use the boost, because you will almost always fall off the map. Or fall through it, as we've seen me do. Obviously, then you've got a shield. I find the shield to be the most useless thing ever. Unless you're playing like couch co-op with a friend who's good at it as well. Pretty much the only things you need are the like sea mines and then the explosive mines. Or if people get in front of you, you use the turret which fires 3 missiles in front of you. Or the only other really good one is the second from the top is a laser, and it beams out for like 5 seconds, and whatever you hit, it keeps knocking them and stuff, so it is very useful. But again, that's only if you're in like the middle of the pack. To an extent, yes, because it's not all down to RNG. But, like I say, on the same aspect, when you've got people just flooding the map, say for an example, with just the mines, no one's going to get anywhere because everyone's going to be hitting everything, and the race will take about half an hour to do one lap. And there's no rubber banding. Which is very nice. There's really no point. Unless if there are ways to break this and finish a lap in like 10 seconds, then wonderful. But as far as I'm aware, you can't break this game to the point where you can finish a lap in like 10 seconds. So it would just be racing perfectly at the highest speed without crashing or falling. And in all honesty, that's why speedruns for like GDQ and stuff are never racing games. Because you can't really speedrun a racing game. You know, you can take perfect turns, perfect corners, and do everything as good as you can do it, and like that's it. You can't get any better. It's almost like tassing to an extent. It's almost like having a robot play it. If you play it perfectly in racing games, if you can't break them, is literally just get good and play well. You know, it's not like a lot of things can go wrong. Speedruns of Mario Kart. Yeah, and in all honesty, they're not that fun to watch because it is literally just, oh, I use this mushroom here to bypass this giant shortcut. So if you do it at like the last moment, you can just bypass this entire part where all this grass is that you shouldn't be able to get past. But you can just skip about like 3 seconds of this course, and it's like, oh, thank you. Or then you've got Mario Kart 64, where you get some races where you just drive into a wall, drive into another wall, over again, you finished a lap. But besides that, there's like no reason to speedrun racing games. Speedrunning Super Mario 64, obviously you have to use, well, pretty much skill and sort of breaking the game by phasing through objects, using objects to phase through, and just having perfect movement. And you've got all of that goes on, and, you know, or like, for example, at the beginning of the game, which anyone can do, when you fight the Thwomp on top of the fortress, when he's falling on top of you, if you just jump and ground pound, you have infinite iframes, so he just falls straight through you, and you get the ground pound hit in as soon as you can get it in. You know, stuff like that takes, you know, dedication and learning to break. Racing game, anyone can do. And I'm not trying to say that the people who speedrun racing games are nothing compared to, like, say, Super Mario 64 or something. It's just that it takes a different amount of skill, but like I say, because racing games anyone can pick up and play, breaking a game like, say for example, Bioshock, where you quite literally need to break the game and skip large sections of it, that's slightly harder to do than taking a perfect corner in a racing game. Because like I say, if you just take that corner multiple times, you can learn it very quickly. Whereas putting out a run in like Bioshock, anything can go wrong and you're screwed. Anyway. Wait a minute, did we destroy one? No, no, no. One final race, and I swear to God, if I cock up on this and come last, I'm just gonna cry. Also, ignore that blimp just phasing through the map. No, my eye. I have to screw them up for a while. Fuck, I keep forgetting how to turn right. I'm still here, by the way. I know, ammo. But if you don't talk, I can't talk to you. Obviously, you don't need to talk. How do you do that, ammo? That's my favorite color. I do like red. Quite fond of red. What's your favorite color, ammo? Blue. Ooh, nice. Well, that's good because my main PC has red LEDs and my streaming PC that I'm on at the moment has blue LEDs. Then again, I'm not really too bothered about colour. For me, it usually depends what I'm doing. Like obviously for like my peripherals and lights and stuff, it'll be red. But like wearing red clothes, no thanks. I mean, yeah, I could wear red clothes. I mean, there's a red shirt that I want to buy. I mean, it's not red, but it's got red sleeves and whatever. What? About as vague of a reason as me. What the fuck is that? Shortcuts, there aren't any, pretty much. Like, the one that I just took then is only a shortcut, quote unquote shortcut, because there's no wall blocking you. So because I've flown off the map, I should be dead. But like I say, because there's no wall higher than the walls you can see here, or any invisible walls I should say, if you fall off the map, and if you can get back on again, that's like the only shortcut you can have. Otherwise, I mean, you can also fall through the map, but that doesn't bloody well help. Like I said, there might be a speedrun of this game, I do not know. Obviously, I've never looked it up. I've never seen one. But like I say, I would assume, as far as I'm aware, there's going to be like no major glitches to beat a lap in like 10 seconds. You will. What, speedrun this? Good fucking luck. Oh, I was going to say, if you was going to find a way to break this game, more power to you, dude. Well, then you can look up to see if anyone's beaten a time of 2:29.16. You're not buying a PS2 in this game, I'm getting good at it. Why not? Oh no, Special Cup took me 58 minutes and 16 seconds. But overall it was like 2:28.16, I said. I've unlocked Matilda, which I believe is the cow. This is the first game. Yeah, this is the first one. And that's it, I'm done. I have beaten this game. Yeah, Matilda is the cow. No. Obviously, that's it for you, YouTube. You get a 2.5 hour video of me playing Crazy Frog Racer. All of the 3 people who made it this far, the different speedruns for each cup, oh really? Well, send me the link and I'll have a look. But otherwise, YouTube, I'll see you whenever. I hope you enjoyed this 2.5 hour video, and like I say, to any of the, 3 people who made it this far, what are you doing with your life? Seriously, you just watched a twat play some stupid racing game that was made in England about some stupid frog, again made in England. Your time is your own, but thank you for watching, and I'll probably see you again next time. Goodbye. Once I click it over, because it's over here now.